All right, it's time now to take a look at some of the week's stories that impact branding and brands. Branding expert and host of the Chatter That Matters podcast, Tony Chapman, joining us live. Wow, what a beautiful background, Tony. Good to see you.
Good to see you, and I'll be seeing you in studio next week, so I'm very excited.
Hey, we're looking forward to that, Tony. Looking forward to seeing you back. In the meantime, we saw all the new dazzling array of Apple products launched 2 days ago at Cupertino. What's your take on Apple here really embracing thinner phones, more power, but backing away from AI a little?
You know, listen, my daughter actually works in marketing for Apple in San Francisco, so I have a bit of an insight, although she never shares what's being launched. I did talk to her yesterday. They're very excited about the Air phone and also the upgrades to the Pro phone. And what they're trying to do is make it harder for you to make a choice because there's two different. Do I want thin, less battery life? Do I want that Pro with the camera? But that's what Apple does really well. It always creates this itch. It always creates some noise that goes with it. AI, I think, is the Achilles heel of this organization. Why they're trying to do a deal right now with Google is just to really catch up because that world's moving really quickly. And the last thing you want to do is think that your racehorse doesn't have the latest AI. So I think they're making some good moves in that area as well.
Yeah, and they've, of course, got those really impressive new earbuds. You know, that can translate the language.
The sound blocking,
certainly a lot.
Isn't that amazing? You're going to listen in real time to somebody talking to you. I think talk about how that could break the barriers as you travel around the world and have conversations. But the question then is, do you need to learn new languages going forward, or will in fact help you learn a new language?
Yeah, it could be both. Okay, Tony, let's talk about TIFF. We're kind of in the midst of TIFF. Day 7 wrapped up yesterday. A few more days to go. TIFF has really come back in a big way this year. I mean, it's the 50th anniversary, but it kind of started out with a bit of a controversy over Barry Averich's film, The Road Between Us, The Ultimate Rescue. But overall, I mean, a lot of stars flocking to our city. What do you think of how TIFF has managed their branding this time around?
I think they've done an exceptional job, given the fact that they're always going to deal with product that's going to upset people or create a rage or create some emotional reaction. That's what film does. And I think that we're past that, and I love the star power that's in the city because, you know, the old days, you hoped the paparazzi caught you, and in the New York Times, you could see a little bit of Toronto. Well, today, everybody's a journalist. Everybody has a publishing empire. So we're talking about hundreds of millions, potentially billions of positive impressions around the world of people smiling, and the energy that film brings, and that energy then shines on Toronto. So I couldn't ask for a better time for people to remind themselves that we still have an incredible city called Toronto, and it certainly has that star power.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be called the Festival of Festivals. It certainly has been a remarkable festival this year, that's for sure, Tony. I know you really wanted to get into this, so let's move on to this. Nike, Just Do It. When I was growing up, I had the sweaters, I had the T-shirts, just those 3 words. They inspired me. Nike's now got a new twist on the Just Do It line.
We don't have a lot of time, but just quickly, Gary Gilmore, the rumor is, as he's about to be executed, said, let's do it. And Nike was actually very close to using that as their campaign launch. The last minute they switched to Just Do It, 6 years after Coke did Just for the Taste of It. So they kind of borrowed that word just. What a campaign. But now they've brought it back to that new generation that's really on their back feet, knee deep in cement, really not feeling the same mental health and sense of going after tomorrow that we did. And they're going, why do it? And they're using it much more as an internal question that connects your head, your heart, and ultimately what they hope, your physical activity. So kudos to Nike. They didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It still has that do it in it.
Yeah.
But I think the concept of why just creates that little bit more of a question and opens up campaigning that doesn't always have to be with a star athlete, but they can just go, Nick, your son's a great example. Why do it? Because this is what he loves to do, being a professional scooter. By the way, congratulations to him. Following him on Instagram.
Thanks.
Yeah, Jack is certainly a superhero on that scooter. He's flying through the skies. When I first heard the why do it, actually, I was kind of like, because, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, why do it? It can also be interpreted like, why?
But if you go, why do it?
It's intentional.
The emphasis,
The emphasis is why do it,
And quickly, a shameless plug of mine. I've got a Nobel Peace Prize, Oscar Arias, on my podcast this week, Chatter That Matters, to talk about peace when the UN's meeting. Listen to this guy because he went head-to-head with Thatcher and Reagan, and he brought peace to the whole Central America. It proves that if you give peace a chance, it can take hold.
Yeah, quoting John Lennon as well. Okay, Tony Chapman covering all the bases. Tony,
Everything
looking forward
I
to
can.
seeing you back in studio next week. Safe travels back here, and we'll talk soon. Take care.